All right, Gen X, let's flash back to the 90s where we rocked frosted lipstick, pencil thin eyebrows, and that foundation. Let's not forget that foundation that looked cakey. We thought that thick matte finish was our desired look. But now in our drier, wiser years, that same approach leads to the dreaded orange peel cakey face. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Jody. I'm 55. Think of me as your midlife beauty bestie, and today I'm going to share with you why some of your favorite foundations may not be looking very good past 10 or 11 a.m. You know what I'm talking about. You find a formula that you really love, you like the finish of it, you like the coverage of it, but for some reason, in a few hours, you start to look in the mirror and go, this foundation just doesn't look good on my more mature skin. Well, the good news is it's not your more mature skin that's causing the foundation not to look so good. Today, I'm going to share with you exactly how to fix that problem using the foundation that you already have and that you love. Now, to help your foundation look good on more mature skin, of course, you know the basics. You have to exfoliate to get rid of the dry skin. You have to apply moisturizer to hydrate and plump the skin. But then we get to the actual foundation itself. And trust me, I've looked through many of my foundations and they all have the same ingredient. That's right, there's an ingredient in your favorite foundation called silica. Let me give you an example. It is in my Maybelline Superstay 30-hour wear. It is in my Maybelline Skin Tint that I absolutely love. It is in my Jane Iredale, although on this ingredient list, it's way down at the bottom. It's also in my very beloved Ultra Complexion Crush. It's in Prada, it's in Dior, it's in Charlotte Tilbury, it's in Tom Ford. It is in almost every foundation, so it's not the foundation's fault. Silica helps to absorb oil, and it helps with the blurring effect, and it helps to get your foundation to last longer and give you somewhat of a mattifying look, not shiny. So silica is ideal for those of you that have oily skin. But for those of us with more mature skin, having an ingredient on our face that helps absorb oil, if there isn't oil to absorb, it is absorbing the moisture, which is then leaving your face looking cakey and more, orange peel down here as the day goes on. Is the answer to just throw out all of your favorite foundations if they contain silica? Absolutely not, because many foundations contain silica. So what is the answer to stop your foundation from looking cakey, patchy, bunching around the nose, and that dreaded orange peel a few hours after application? It's a simple step that I would say is a must if you have dry skin, and that is to insert this step. After you have exfoliated your skin to make sure you've got nice smooth skin and all the dead patches are worn off, that's a part of your regular skincare routine if you have dry skin. You also want to then have a moisturizer on your face. And here's the most important step if your foundation contains silica, and that is to apply a hydration primer onto your skin. Again, if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, keep doing what you've been doing because you want the oil to be absorbed. But if you're like me, over 50, and you have more dry, mature skin, it's that hydrating primer that really seals the hydration into your face and stops that silica from pulling more moisture away from your face, which is what we really need. When you apply a hydrating primer with a generous amount and allow it to absorb into the skin, it does two things. It acts as a barrier protector to seal in the moisture into your skin, and it's a silica sponge target. You're giving your foundation's silica something else to absorb, the moisture in the primer. The silica will interact with the primer layer, leaving your actual skin plump and hydrated beneath it. There are many hydrating primers on the market. You might already have one. If you don't, one that I would recommend is the Spackle Hydrating Primer by Laura Geller. It's loaded with moisturizing ingredients like hyaluronic and glycerin, absorbs very quickly into the skin, and doesn't have a negative interaction with foundation. It's not a pore-filling mask, and it leaves your skin plump and hydrated. This primer is the buffer that we needed back in the day when we were trying to keep our foundation from looking like a slick oil ball for a Nirvana concert. A good hydrating primer is an essential tool for using a foundation with more mature skin. And again, it gives you the freedom to pick the foundation that you already have or the foundation that you want to use. It allows your foundation to work much better until there are foundations that are truly formulated from the ingredient list for those of us with more mature skin. And there are a few on the market. I have tested some. I'm still looking to test enough that I feel really good about bringing to you. So there you have it. The secret to making almost any foundation work, even those with tricky ingredients like silica, look beautifully on dry, more mature skin. It's all in the prep. We've earned the right to have makeup that helps us feel fabulous, not frustrated. We don't have to settle for foundation that highlights our age instead of minimizing it. Just remember the simple rule to always use a buffer. That hydrating primer is your insurance policy for a beautiful, long-lasting, flawless-looking complexion. If this video was helpful to you, please be sure to hit that like button and the hype button because it helps put this video in front of other women that are having the same challenge. And if you're enjoying all the content that you're watching, I encourage you to become a channel ambassador. It's 99 cents a month. That's right, it's $12 for the whole year. It helps support the growth of this channel. Well, that does it for me today, you guys. If you're looking for a fun tutorial for the holidays, many of you have commented that I have a resemblance to Cher. So I took on the challenge and did a Cher look-like for Halloween a couple years ago. I'll link that video right here so you can check it out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in just a couple days. Bye-bye.